Um. Okay. This is going to be about Tank and his comments about the whole if a man if he sucked a dick twice, it ain't gay. First of all, the fact that I'm laughing about it, you can see how this goes. But fuck it, we're gonna ride this shit out. Pause. Oh man. First of all, I'm gonna be honest. My answer's probably gonna be a little immature, and whoever's like part of LGBT, you may or may not like this, but I'm gonna just give my answer anyway. First things first, and let's talk about homophobia in the hood. Yes, there is homophobia in the hood, but I don't. But I think a lot of black people get a lot of flack because a lot of black, or how can I say this? A lot of black men get a lot of flack because people think that homophobia in the hood is so prevalent and all that other stuff. In my opinion, I just think we're just more. How can I say this? We're not with it, but we let people know we're not with it. It and it's not to a point. Now are there been homosexuals that's been gay, especially gay men. Let's just say about gay men, because no one cares about lesbians. Even if it's your daughter, you'd be like, "Oh, I can't believe she's gay," but some people don't care. Maybe the moms care, but from black man to black man, it's more or less about the gay man and the straight man. And I'm gonna just base it off of that, since this is basically what Tank uh involves with Tank. In my opinion, I've seen like want to think about the Navy, and I'll tell you this: white people don't like gays as much as black people don't like gays. All right, but and I'm pretty sure they like beat up gay people as much as black people don't beat up gay people, maybe even more. But it's some reason we're known as the ones that just fucking the gays up and all that other stuff. And but at the same time, I know there's a lot of dudes that accept the gayness. They just not with it. And they'll tell and the thing about black men is that we'll just tell you, like, you could do what you and we say this all the time, but it seems like no one cares when we say it. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all do. Just don't bring it to me. They're not comfortable with it. There's a lot of okay, and unfortunately, like when we say we're not comfortable with it, a lot of people get a lot of flack. When women say they're not comfortable around men, it's kind of acceptable. But and you can agree with that. But when men say they're not really that not that comfortable around gay men, like me personally, I don't think gay men is not gonna harm me or do any harm to me. If a gay me personally, if a gay man flirts with me, I take it as a compliment and keep it moving. The first time I'm not gonna lie. The first time I ever got hit on a gay man threw me off. But only reason it threw me off because I've never been hit on by a gay man, and this is like it's one of those. But I was never one of those dudes. Like if a gay man hit on me, I fuck him up. I don't know what I do. I remember always saying I don't know what I do if a gay man hit on me. And when a gay man hit on me, it was like I was cool with it, but I he knew I was straight, and he knew it would never be, and it was very awkward. Very, very fucking awkward. But not once did I want to fuck him up or want people to jump him because he was gay. And I think a lot of people are like that. It's like it's okay, it's cool that you gay, but you know, hell, I was like, it's a couple friends that I knew that was gay. I was just that I'm cool with, and like we have total conversations like men. I think as far as the whole between black men, straight man, and straight men. As far as you're as teenagers, it's the wrong. It's really just it's a bad time to be gay as a teenager because as a kid, kids are ruthless, and even teenagers are ruthless. Once you're older, you're like not as ruthless in anything, but you're still not with that gay shit. But a lot of people and a lot of people, they'll sometimes fight, but they'll just say chill, not with that gay shit. Um, but as far as why do I think there's homophobia in the hood, and I think it's in our history because in our history there used to be camps in like Jamaica where they used to buck black men. Like now this is from white to black. Like they will have they will rape the strongest and the smartest black men, well, they'll kill the smart ones, but they'll rape the strongest in front of their wives and all that stuff. So they will literally like take your manhood in front of your wife and kids and make you look like shit. This is the shit that's really happened. There's like buck camps for that. Now they'll do that in front of your wife and kids, or sometimes they'll just fuck your wife in front of your kid. In any way a white man would take your manhood, they would do that. And I think a lot of dudes, especially black men, one thing they try to hold on to is their manhood. Anything. It's not just gay men, but anything that will challenge your manhood, we're just ready to at an instant. Men is just ready to challenge that, and as far as black men, I think we're with the environment that we're in, especially the hood, where like you have to look over your shoulder regardless, and you're not trusting of anybody and fighting, and like always ready to fight. I feel like that's what's causing a lot of friction between men and gay men. I honest straight men and gay men. Honestly, like no one talks about Ed Buck. And except for Tariq Nasheed, no one talks about Ed Bucks and what he be doing. He be killing gay straight men. But let alone like if someone gay dies, in some ways the straight black men get blamed for it. Now as far as Tank comments. When 10 years ago, I'd have been like, nah, you gay. You gay. Because the thing about us men, we know there's just things that we know. I don't have to try it to not like it. I could just look at stuff and like that's not for me. So a lot of people, so for other people to like experiment and they do it twice, like even me thinking about it, it's like I wouldn't even like do it. No, and that's where I stand on it. I wouldn't even do it. Like they wouldn't like it's an automatic no. If you ask me if I would set myself on fire, I'm like no. Why would I do that to myself? There's a lot of things that and just humankind that we would just look at and we would go no. I remember like looking at a roller coaster and it got real high and that joint had a big ass drop and I went nah I know I'm not going on it. So when we look at Tank and his answer is like people have done it once or twice, or if you do it twice and then you're like, oh no, it's not gay. For some people, I guess they have to go that step further and just to make sure, because maybe they did have these questionable thoughts. So when they do it and they go no, they really wanted to make sure. A lot of people, as far as men, we don't have to do that. It's just I know that that's not me. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gotta do it. I ain't gotta experiment it. I ain't gotta try it out. It's just, no, I'm not. And that's what I think a lot of people are getting flack with. Um, are getting flack with Tank for, because it's like, why do you have to try it? For most. I'm repeating myself, but y'all know what I'm about to say. But sometimes you could just look at it and just go no. Now about that, Antoine Dodson. When you first met Antoine Dodson, he was gay, very flamboyant. He's married to a woman. Now he changed his religion. He's married to a woman and he has a child. I don't now he doesn't consider himself gay anymore. He considers himself a straight man. He may still have feminine tendencies, but he considers himself a straight man. I got a friend that in the Navy that very flamboyant, very gay, very very gay. Married a man while he was in the Navy. He was real adamant about don't ask, don't tell, and all that other stuff. And I see him now. He's with a woman, and he is in love with this woman. This woman is the love of his life, and you could tell he want to start a future with this woman. He shows her off on Facebook every day. Even before he got with this girl, he was with another woman, and I went, "Is that his friend?" The first thing, because he went from being married to a man to like him, with a woman, and I went, "Yo, is that his friend?" Then I realized they was dating. I was like, "Oh my god!" He's not gay no more. Now I don't now like I haven't seen him in person for like a long time, so I don't know if he considers himself gay or bisexual. But as far as I'm concerned, he's in a heterosexual relationship with a woman, and like he's never been happier. Like with the woman he's with, he's never been happier. I don't want to call it like to me. He's in a straight relationship. I can't call him gay no more. Gay no more. Maybe I don't know. So that's to me. What can you say about dudes like that? This is just like they used to be gay or not gay. I remember like this is fucked up on Empire when Lucius saw um Jamal kissed Alicia Keys' character in Empire, and Lucius walked in on her, and he said, "She fixed you. She fixed you," and I laughed my ass off because Lucius, like, obviously he didn't really want a gay son. He kind of like chastised him for being gay, but when you saw her kiss a woman and all that other stuff, that nigga was like the happiest again. He thought that he was straight now, and he was about to tell all them LBG people, "Oh, this nigga kissed a woman. She fixed you," and that's what he said. And, oh my god, the fun! I said that is the funniest shit. It's fucked up. Is it fucked up? Yes, but it is the funniest shit I've ever seen on TV, and to this day, I every time I see that scene, it go, "She fixed you." But as far as Tank goes, like in conclusion, for some people, for some men, because I still think this is just between. Because let's be real, like I said, no one cares about lesbianism and all that other stuff. But in regarding that, because I remember someone saying, "Well, if two women do it, y'all have problems with that." Because, like I said, nobody really cares about lesbianism, in my opinion. No one cares about lesbian. That's why you get them to do ask women to do it because you just think it's cool and you just like we should see if let these two women kiss and but for me personally, I never asked none of my girlfriends for a threesome because I believe in an eye for an eye. If I can I feel like if I could ask for me and two women, she could ask for her and two men. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to run it. I don't want to share my woman with another man. And I'm pretty sure and I date a lot of jealous women, so I guarantee I know she don't want to share me with another woman. So I don't even bring it up. I don't even bring threesomes up. Now, if she brings it up, now if she says I want to have a threesome, you, me, and another woman, I'm gonna say yes. But if she says after that, if she goes, "Oh, I want to have a threesome, you, me, and another man," I could say no, and she could be like, "Why?" And I could say, "Well, I didn't ask for the threesome, you did. So you're asking for this type of threesome. I'm declining because the last threesome, was your idea, and I was going on with your idea. But nah, but that's that's how I feel. I do feel like no one really cares about lesbians, and I'm sorry, lesbians, but I really do think no one really cares. But that's why um they gotta do like no one's really, and this is just real. It's like that's how I feel like growing up. When it came to like gay men coming out of the closet, it's really big. I remember when one of the WNBA players came out the closet, and no one gave a fuck. But let Neil Patrick Harris came out the closet, it's a big fucking deal. Let Jesse Smollett come out the closet, it's a big fucking deal. Let a lot of gay men come out the closet, it's a bigger fucking deal. Hell, Dwight Howard fucking with a tranny was bigger than anything a lesbian has done since coming out of the closet. And and I love lesbians. I have no problem with lesbians, but I feel like y'all feel the same way. No one really cares about y'all when y'all come out the closet. Like you'll get a that's really disappointing, but niggas will still try to fuck you and some shit like that. Like niggas is like, okay, but you still like dick, right? So let's just leave it there. I think it's really the stigma between gay men. So in conclusion, um, no one cares about lesbians. Um, if a gay man turns straight and he want to consider himself straight, I think we as a society should consider him straight. I know probably like you'll still like. I'm pretty sure people will still throw that gay shit on top of it, but if he's considering himself a straight man and all that stuff, Malik Yoba, that's a different story because it's how I don't know. That's a probably. I think I explained that before. Malik Yoba is a different type of story because I think he is gay, but not trying to call himself gay, but he's really being in the closet for what he is. This is longer than I thought. Tank's comments is wild at first, but at the same time, those people that does experiment and take that extra step to me, if they not with it and they tried it and they say they're not gay, I guess you can consider them gay, but I don't know. I do think most men want to do that, but no. So I think that's probably why there's a Q in a questioning that that part. Because straight men is just gonna be like, nah, you suck a dick, you gay, nigga. And that's how men are. We got rules that we just stick to that, society may not like, but those are our rules. And I think that's the basis of this whole 16 and a half minute talk. So let me end this. Till then, my name is Skino Fly and I'm out. Peace.